All right, my friend, imagine this. You're looking for a place that's a little off the radar, somewhere filled with jaw-dropping history, ridiculously good food, and people who make you feel like family from day one. Now picture a country where your dollar stretches further than you ever thought possible, where you're exploring palaces and bazaars without draining your wallet. And here's the real kicker. This place has some of the most incredible women you'll ever meet. Women who are as loyal and family-centered as they are modern and ambitious. Welcome to Uzbekistan. It's like finding a hidden gem you almost don't want to tell anyone about because it's that good. I'm talking metro stations that look like art galleries, mountains and deserts that make every outdoor adventure feel like a movie, and street food so tasty it's almost a crime. Trust me, this is a country that goes beyond the sights and sounds. Uzbekistan has this old-world magic mixed with a vibe that makes you feel like you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You ready to dive in? Let's explore everything that makes this place unforgettable. Let's step into Bukhara, the ancient beauty of Uzbekistan, and a city that feels as if it's been paused in a time of grand emperors and bustling Silk Road trade. Picture this. You're walking down narrow, winding streets, flanked by domes and minarets that rise gracefully into the sky. Mosaic tiles shimmer in the sunlight, casting a hypnotic pattern that shifts with every step you take. This is Bukhara, where every street corner and archway whispers stories that are 1,000 years old. Exploring here feels like you've stumbled onto a secret portal, allowing you to live inside a piece of history. But the real secret, the cost to visit this historical wonderland, is almost laughably low. For what you'd typically spend on a coffee or a snack back home, you gain access to these stunning mosques, labyrinthine bazaars, and ancient fortresses, a daydreamer's paradise at a budget traveler's price. But Bukhara isn't just a city, it's a gateway to the deeper treasures of Uzbekistan, a country that brims with a rich blend of cultural influences. As a major hub along the Silk Road, Uzbekistan has long been a meeting point for Persian, Turkic, and Russian cultures, and that blend lives on vividly in its architecture, music, and traditions. Wander into one of the vibrant bazaars, and you'll experience a sensory explosion of spices, dried fruits, and handmade wares. Each stall seems to tell a story of traders who traveled thousands of miles, of emperors who sought only the finest goods, and of a people deeply rooted in the heritage of their land. Here, history is something you don't just observe, it surrounds you, pulling you into a living narrative of adventure, culture, and diversity. It's not only the stunning sights and sounds that'll leave you in awe. Uzbekistan is famous for its hospitality, and you'll feel this warm welcome as soon as you arrive. Uzbek hospitality is legendary, rooted in a culture where guests are treated as a part of the family. Strangers will go out of their way to make sure you feel at home, from sharing a meal to showing you around. In Uzbekistan, relationships and family values mean everything, which is reflected in the people you'll meet, especially the women. Known for their loyalty, warmth, and nurturing spirit, Uzbek women are celebrated for balancing traditional family values with a modern outlook on life. Many say they are wife material because they bring a genuine sense of companionship and partnership to relationships, making long-term commitments that are strong, supportive, and full of warmth. Now, if you think this sounds like an expensive dream, Uzbekistan is here to surprise you. Living here isn't just affordable, it's a little like finding luxury on a thrift store budget. For just $500 a month, you can lead a lifestyle that includes quality housing, delicious meals, and access to a world of cultural experiences that don't require a second mortgage. Imagine sitting down to a feast of plov, a rich, savory rice dish that's practically a national treasure, savoring fresh fruit picked from local markets or exploring historical sites, all for a fraction of what you'd spend in many parts of the world. This low cost of living opens up possibilities. Whether you want to travel, settle in for a few months, or simply live like a king on a modest budget. But no journey through Uzbekistan is complete without a visit to Margilan, home of some of the world's finest silk. This ancient craft is woven deeply into the country's history, as silk was one of the primary goods traded along the Silk Road. At Margilan's markets, you'll be greeted by rows and rows of luxurious fabrics, each more vibrant and exquisite than the last. You can drape yourself in scarves, dresses, and carpets that feel like pure royalty, yet cost so little it feels like you're buying a secret treasure at bargain prices. Walking through these stalls is like wading through a sea of rich colors and textures that tell a story with every weave and stitch. It's a sensory journey as much as it is a shopper's paradise, and the best part? You won't be emptying your wallet to indulge in these little luxuries. Imagine this. You're standing in a sunlit marketplace, the air thick with the scent of fresh melons, a flavor so cherished in Uzbekistan that it's practically the country's summertime anthem. These melons are no ordinary fruit. They're a national obsession, treasured for their honey-like sweetness and grown with the same reverence that some cultures reserve for prized wines. Markets are stacked high, with varieties that range from vibrant green to golden orange, each melon a little universe of sugary goodness. Vendors will slice open a piece, offering a taste that's nothing short of bliss, and all for just a handful of cents. During melon season, the entire country seems to be in celebration mode, and the fruit is more than just a snack. It's a part of Uzbek heritage, a taste of the land, and for a traveler, a perfect symbol of the country's warmth and generosity. But don't linger too long with the melons, because nearby is a world of wonders just waiting to be explored. Uzbekistan's bazaars are an adventure in their own right, each one a kaleidoscope of color, sound, and scent. Take Tashkent's famed Chorsu Bazaar, a place so alive with energy it feels like stepping into a living, breathing painting. Here, you'll find rows of spices in every imaginable hue: red, yellow, orange, perfuming the air with a scent that beckons you from far away. Sellers pile their stalls with pomegranates and plums, arrange towers of intricately painted ceramics, and display bolts of fabric woven with brilliant shades of red, blue, and green. Shopping here isn't just about buying souvenirs. It's an invitation to engage in a centuries-old tradition of bartering, banter, and bonding. You don't just leave with a handful of items, you leave with stories, friendships, and a sense of connection to the very heart of Uzbek life. And this sense of connection runs deeper than the marketplace. In Uzbekistan, hospitality isn't just a custom, it's an art form. Imagine being invited by a complete stranger to join their family for tea or a meal of plov, the beloved national dish made from rice, meat, and a symphony of spices. They say that guests bring blessings, and Uzbeks genuinely live by this belief. As you sip tea with a local family, you might be regaled with tales of ancestors, traditions, and the unique Uzbek outlook on life. Whether in a humble home or an elaborate courtyard, you'll feel a warmth that's tangible, a sense of belonging that makes you feel at home thousands of miles away from your own. This is the magic of Uzbek hospitality. It transforms you from a visitor into a part of the family, if only for a while. After a hearty meal, perhaps it's time to explore the history that flows through Uzbekistan's very veins. This country, a former jewel of the Silk Road, holds some of the best preserved relics of this ancient trade route. Picture yourself standing beneath the vast turquoise domes of Samarkand's Registan Square. These structures aren't just buildings, they're architectural masterpieces that seem to defy time itself, standing as proud today as they did centuries ago. Each tile, each archway is a story written in stone, a tribute to the scholars, artists, and poets who walked these paths long ago. And incredibly, this breathtaking history is accessible without the premium price tag. Admission fees are practically symbolic, allowing you to immerse yourself in these world wonders without breaking the bank. In Khiva, you'll wander through entire neighborhoods that feel untouched by time, where every doorway, every brick has a tale to tell. And just when you think Uzbekistan couldn't surprise you more, you might find yourself invited to a traditional Uzbek wedding, a celebration so lively, so joyful, that it's like stepping into a real-life fairy tale. Uzbek weddings are legendary, known for their music, dance, and vibrant traditions. Hundreds, sometimes thousands, of guests gather for a feast that seems endless, with tables groaning under the weight of delicious dishes. The air buzzes with laughter and song, and you'll find yourself swept into the circle of dancers, moving to the rhythm of ancient melodies. In Uzbekistan, weddings are a community affair, and even a new friend can find themselves welcomed like family. This immersion into such a spirited celebration is a window into Uzbek culture at its brightest, where family, friendship, and tradition are honored with every beat of the drum and every shared meal. Uzbekistan is a place where the past meets the present, where tradition mingles with everyday life, and where you're welcomed with open arms and endless generosity. Let's dive into the sweet side of Uzbekistan, and by that, I mean its rich world of desserts and treats that rival the finest delicacies from around the globe. The Uzbek markets are brimming with sweets that are so affordable you might just find yourself sampling one after another. Picture yourself biting into a piece of halva, a sesame-based delight with a nutty flavor that melts in your mouth. Or maybe you'll try chak-chak, honey-drenched, crunchy little morsels that are as fun to eat as they are delicious. These sweet bites come at pocket change prices, offering you the luxury of tasting authentic treats without breaking the bank. Here, a few dollars can turn into an endless parade of flavors, giving you a literal taste of Uzbekistan's culinary soul. While you're enjoying these sweets, take a look around and notice the landscape stretching out into the distance. Uzbekistan is full of unexpected natural beauty, from the serene sands of the Kizilkum Desert to the snow-capped peaks of the Chimgan Mountains. These landscapes are not only stunning, but also accessible. Outdoor adventures like hiking in the Chimgan Range or exploring the ancient desert paths cost next to nothing. Imagine spending the day hiking up a mountain, rewarded with sweeping views of valleys and villages below. Or maybe you'll take a horseback ride across the vast desert, where the golden dunes and open sky create a surreal landscape that feels like another world. In Uzbekistan, nature is just as inviting as the people. And the best part is that these outdoor experiences come at a price so low it feels like an invitation from Mother Nature herself. The exploration doesn't stop there, though. From sweeping mountain vistas, let's step into the heart of Uzbekistan's famous bazaars, bustling markets that are a world of their own. Tashkent's Chorsu Bazaar, for instance, is a sensory feast, with rows of fresh herbs, exotic spices, handmade crafts, and textiles in every shade imaginable. Wandering through these markets is a journey in itself, where haggling is not just allowed, but expected, adding an element of playful negotiation to your shopping. This isn't the kind of place where prices are marked in stone. Every transaction is a chance to connect, share a smile, and maybe even get a discount. And with prices as low as they are, you can fill your bag with spices, silk scarves, and handcrafted trinkets without a second thought. It's not just shopping. It's an experience that connects you to a tradition that's been alive for centuries. As you immerse yourself in these markets and landscapes, you might notice something else extraordinary about Uzbekistan: its commitment to knowledge and learning. This country is rapidly becoming an educational hub in Central Asia, with universities offering high-quality programs at a fraction of Western tuition costs. Students from around the world are beginning to notice, finding that Uzbekistan provides a welcoming and affordable environment for studies, complete with courses in English and vibrant student communities. Imagine pursuing an education surrounded by a culture so rich in history and hospitality, where learning goes beyond textbooks and into the markets, mountains, and minds of the people. For those with a thirst for knowledge, Uzbekistan offers an environment that's as nurturing as it is budget-friendly, combining education with an unforgettable life experience. And let's not forget one of Uzbekistan's crown jewels, Samarkand's Registan Square. This place is the epitome of breathtaking. Its 3 grand madrasas, adorned with elaborate tilework in shades of turquoise, cobalt, and gold. Registan isn't just a square, it's an architectural marvel that has captivated poets, artists, and travelers for centuries. And here's the surprise: to experience this wonder of the world costs only a few dollars. As you stand before these towering masterpieces, it's easy to imagine the Silk Road travelers who once marveled at this very sight, their awe echoing across generations to reach you here, today. With an entrance fee that's practically a gift, Samarkand's Registan is Uzbekistan's way of welcoming you into its history, a chance to stand in the shadows of greatness without emptying your wallet. Imagine descending into the cool, dimly lit world of Tashkent's metro, a place that feels less like public transport and more like a palace frozen in time. In most cities, metro stations are purely functional, but in Uzbekistan, they are something altogether unique. Each station is like an art exhibit, designed with intricate mosaics, elaborate chandeliers, and sweeping arches that transport you to another era. Marble columns, patterned tiles, and lighting fixtures that resemble jewels create an atmosphere that's part history, part artistry. For just a few cents, you're not only traveling through the city, but stepping into a living museum beneath its streets. Every station offers a different theme, capturing the spirit of a time when art and architecture were woven into everyday life, turning what would be an ordinary commute into a mini journey through Uzbekistan's creative soul. When you emerge from this underground world, a feast for the senses awaits above. Uzbekistan's street food scene is as vibrant as it is delicious, where every bite tells a story of tradition and flavor. Picture the sight of samsa vendors with stacks of golden flaky pastries fresh out of wood-fired ovens, each filled with savory meat and spices. Street food here isn't just about satisfying hunger. It's a culinary experience that connects you with the heart of Uzbek culture. Try shashlik, skewered meat grilled to perfection over open flames, or manti, delicate steamed dumplings filled with spiced lamb. The best part? Each of these flavorful bites costs only a fraction of what you'd pay elsewhere, allowing you to sample a whole array of dishes for just a few dollars. And as you savor these flavors, you're participating in a tradition that's been handed down through generations, connecting you to the people who make Uzbekistan's culinary culture so rich. But it's not just the food that makes Uzbekistan a travel-friendly destination. The country also offers the security of accessible and affordable healthcare. Medical services here are efficient and widely available, making Uzbekistan an ideal choice for long-term travelers, expats, and anyone who values peace of mind. Clinics and hospitals are well-staffed, and pharmacies are easy to find across cities, stocking essentials at prices that won't make you hesitate. Uzbekistan is a place where health and well-being are accessible to everyone, regardless of budget. So, as you wander from one breathtaking sight to another, you can do so with the assurance that any health need is taken care of at a reasonable cost, something rare in many parts of the world. Beyond the art-filled metros, the sizzling street food, and the warm hospitality, Uzbekistan offers a lifestyle that's as affordable as it is enriching. Let's break down the current cost of living in Uzbekistan, a budget-friendly paradise that allows you to enjoy the full experience of the country without worrying about your wallet. To start, housing here is incredibly affordable. A comfortable one-bedroom apartment in the city center averages around $300 per month, and if you're willing to settle just outside the bustling areas, you're looking at prices as low as $150. Utilities, including electricity, heating, cooling, water, and garbage collection, will set you back around $40 a month, making it possible to live comfortably without high costs looming over you. Groceries, too, are an affordable delight in Uzbekistan. A weekly shopping list stocked with fresh vegetables, fruits, and locally sourced ingredients won't exceed $25. Local produce is not only inexpensive, but also bursting with flavor, whether it's tomatoes that taste like sunshine, herbs that perfume your kitchen, or sweet melons from the market. Dining out is just as accessible. A full meal at a mid-range restaurant for two costs only around $20. If you're looking to grab a quick bite at a local cafe or food stall, you're likely spending less than $3, making it all too easy to explore Uzbekistan's food culture without spending a fortune. Transportation is another pleasant surprise here. A single ride on the Tashkent metro costs less than $1, and monthly public transit passes are around $15. Taxis are also inexpensive, with most short rides costing just a few dollars. If you prefer exploring by car, gasoline prices hover around $1 per liter, making road trips an affordable way to see the country's natural wonders, from mountain ranges to ancient deserts. Whether you're catching a local concert, attending a traditional dance performance, or exploring the museums that dot the cities, you'll find ticket prices are shockingly low. A night at the theater or a visit to a historical site typically costs between $2 to $5, allowing you to indulge in Uzbekistan's vibrant culture without overspending. Even fitness enthusiasts can find fully equipped gyms with membership fees as low as $20 a month. All in all, with an average monthly budget of around $500 to $700, you can enjoy a lifestyle that includes quality housing, delicious food, local travel, and a little extra for entertainment. Uzbekistan truly allows you to live well without stretching your finances, giving you more time to explore, connect, and immerse yourself in everything this remarkable country has to offer. As you move through Uzbekistan's lively streets, indulging in the sense of street food, admiring the grandeur of Registan, or simply savoring the kindness of locals, you'll soon notice something extraordinary. The women here carry a unique blend of grace, warmth, and resilience that feels timeless. Just like the culture, architecture, and traditions that Uzbekistan preserves so lovingly, Uzbek women reflect a balance of traditional values with a modern spirit that creates a sense of grounded elegance. This blend has led many to say that Uzbek women are truly wife material, embodying qualities that make them exceptional partners. In Uzbekistan, family values are held close to the heart, and this is especially true for women, who often place family, loyalty, and love above all else. Growing up in a society where hospitality and community are ingrained from childhood, Uzbek women are naturally nurturing, supportive, and incredibly devoted to their loved ones. Picture this: you've spent a day exploring, and you're invited into an Uzbek home. As tea is poured and stories are shared, you'll notice that the women here take pride in creating an atmosphere of warmth and care. This isn't just about fulfilling a role, it's an expression of a deeper cultural value, the importance of building a home, a place where everyone feels welcome and loved. Beyond their nurturing nature, Uzbek women are also known for their resilience and adaptability. Uzbekistan's history, woven with influences from the Silk Road, Soviet rule, and a rich tapestry of diverse cultures, has shaped its people to be both strong and adaptable. Uzbek women in particular blend this cultural richness with a modern outlook that makes them both dynamic and grounded. Many are well educated, with ambitions and interests that range from the arts to entrepreneurship, yet they hold on to traditional values that honor family and community. This unique balance allows them to approach relationships with a rare combination of independence and devotion, making them partners who can support their loved ones while also sharing in life's adventures. And there's something about Uzbek women's sense of style and grace that adds to this charm. Just as you'd be captivated by the beauty of a hand-woven silk scarf in the Marjalan markets or the artistry of Tashkent's metro stations, you'll find that Uzbek women carry a natural elegance that's both classic and refreshing. Often adorned in traditional dress on special occasions with bright patterns and intricate embroidery, they bring to life the vibrant colors and styles of Uzbek culture. But whether in traditional attire or modern clothing, Uzbek women carry a quiet confidence that mirrors the enduring beauty of Uzbekistan itself, timeless, welcoming, and unforgettable. So as you travel through Uzbekistan, you'll find that this country's allure isn't just in its landscapes, food, or architecture, it's in its people, and especially its women. They are the living embodiment of Uzbek hospitality, culture, and strength, bringing warmth, kindness, and unwavering dedication to everything they do. In a world where relationships can often feel transient, Uzbek women offer a different kind of companionship, one that's rooted in loyalty, warmth, and a deep sense of family. Just like the timeless beauty of Registan or the lasting taste of Uzbek cuisine, the women of Uzbekistan offer a partnership that's built to last, making them, as many have said, true wife material in every sense.